The Parisian air was thick with anticipation on this fine day, the 4th of June, 2025. Roland Garros, the spiritual home of clay court tennis, was buzzing. Court Philippe-Chatrier, its main stage, prepared to host a compelling quarterfinal. Fans filled the stands, eager for a display of skill and passion. The distinctive orange clay seemed to glow under the afternoon sun. This was more than just a match, it was a step towards Grand Slam glory. At the heart of this excitement was Carlos Alcaraz. The young Spaniard, already world number one, carried the aura of a champion. He was the defending title holder here in Paris, a heavy favorite in every sense. Alcaraz arrived on court with a focused intensity, his eyes betraying a steely determination. Across the net stood Tommy Paul, the American ranked a creditable 12th in the world. Paul was no stranger to big stages, having reached a career high of number 8. Defeating Alcaraz on clay, especially at Roland Garros, was one of the toughest challenges in modern tennis. Yet Paul carried the hopes of his nation, aiming to cause a seismic upset. The crowd settled in, a murmur of excitement rippling through the stadium. They were ready for a contest, hoping for drama, brilliance, and, perhaps, a glimpse of the unexpected. The umpire called the players to the net, and the battle was about to commence. The match began, and Carlos Alcaraz wasted no time in stamping his authority. His intent was clear from the very first ball struck. He moved with an electrifying combination of speed and grace, his racket a mere extension of his will. Tommy Paul, despite his own preparations, found himself immediately on the back foot. Alcaraz secured an early break of serve, sending a clear message across the net. The Spaniard's energy was infectious, and the crowd responded with appreciative applause for his early dominance. Alcaraz's aggressive baseline play was simply breathtaking to behold in those opening exchanges. His forehand, already a legendary shot, was particularly venomous. He unleashed it with heavy topspin that made the ball kick up viciously from the clay surface. The pace he generated was blistering, often leaving Paul flat-footed or scrambling desperately. He painted the lines with audacious winners, mixing power with uncanny precision. Beyond the sheer power, Alcaraz's exceptional movement and precise shot-making were on full display. He glided across the clay, retrieving balls that would have been winners against most other players. The first set concluded with an astonishing scoreline 6-0 in favor of Alcaraz. It had taken him a mere 24 minutes to assert complete control. The spectators, while admiring Alcaraz's brilliance, perhaps hoped for a more competitive match to unfold. Tommy Paul, to his immense credit, attempted to regroup at the commencement of the second set. He knew he needed to change the narrative, to find some way to disrupt Alcaraz's rhythm. The American came out with renewed focus, determined to make his mark on the match. He managed to hold his initial service games, a small but significant victory after the whitewash of the first set. For a brief period, there was a semblance of parity. Paul punched the air after winning a hard-fought point, showing the crowd he was still in the fight. However, Carlos Alcaraz was not in a charitable mood. Any hopes of a sustained Paul resurgence were quickly quashed. The Spaniard, after a couple of slightly more competitive games, reasserted his control with clinical efficiency. He broke Paul's serve to forge a 3-1 lead, and the familiar pattern of the match began to re-emerge. The second set concluded with a score of 6-1 in Alcaraz's favor. While Paul had managed to get on the scoreboard and offer more resistance than in the first, the outcome was never truly in doubt. Alcaraz showed no signs of letting his intensity drop, maintaining his high level of play throughout. As the third set began, there was a palpable desire from the Court Philippe-Chatrier crowd for a longer, more engaging contest. Tommy Paul, aware of this sentiment and driven by his own professional pride, dug deep into his reserves of energy and determination. The American started the third set with increased intensity, determined to make Alcaraz work harder for every single point. His body language was more assertive, his shots carrying a little more conviction. Indeed, the third set proved to be the most competitive of the match. Paul managed to consistently engage Alcaraz in longer, more grueling rallies. He showcased his own impressive array of skills, hitting some fine winners and forcing Alcaraz into uncharacteristic errors at times. The American moved well, defended stoutly, and looked to be more aggressive when opportunities arose. Despite Tommy Paul's increased resistance and admirable fightback, the underlying class of Carlos Alcaraz remained evident. Even when under pressure, the young Spaniard found ways to produce moments of magic. The champion's aura was undiminished, and he calmly weathered the storm of Paul's resurgence, waiting for his opportunity to strike the decisive blow. The tension in the stadium was building steadily. The crucial junctures of the third set arrived with the score finally balanced. Both players understood the significance of these moments. For Paul, it was a chance to truly make inroads and potentially extend the match. For Alcaraz, it was an opportunity to demonstrate his champion's mentality and close out the contest efficiently. The rallies were intense, each point fiercely contested. The crowd was fully engaged, appreciating the high quality of tennis on display, as Paul refused to yield easily to the relentless pressure from the world number one. Then, with the precision of a seasoned surgeon, Carlos Alcaraz found the breakthrough. He raised his game at the critical moment, as all great champions do. He secured the late break of serve to edge ahead 5-4 in the third set. This was a testament to his ability to strike when it mattered most, to convert pressure into a tangible advantage on the scoreboard. Stepping up to the line to serve for the match, Alcaraz displayed remarkable composure. His serves were powerful and accurate, putting Paul immediately on the defensive. A stunning forehand winner sealed the game, the set, and the match 6-4. The final handshake at the net was one of mutual respect. The overall display from Alcaraz was one of controlled aggression, incredible athleticism, and unwavering mental fortitude. In his post-match on-court interview, Carlos Alcaraz charmed the Parisian crowd with his characteristic warmth and humility. He even offered a humorous apology for the relatively quick nature of the match, particularly the first two sets. "I am sorry if it was a little too fast today," he said with a grin, drawing appreciative laughter and applause. His connection with the fans is a special one, built on his exciting play and engaging personality. This victory was highly significant for the young Spaniard. It marked his third consecutive French Open semi-final appearance, a testament to his remarkable consistency on the Parisian clay. Furthermore, it was his seventh Grand Slam semi-final overall, an astonishing achievement for a player who is still only 21 years old. Each milestone he reaches seems to further solidify his position at the very top of men's tennis. He continues to rewrite the record books, drawing inevitable and deserved comparisons with the legends of the sport who came before him. Indeed, the comparisons to his compatriot, the legendary Rafael Nadal, are becoming increasingly frequent. While Alcaraz possesses his own unique style, his tenacity, athleticism, and early success on clay echo Nadal's own incredible journey. At such a young age, Alcaraz is already a multiple Grand Slam champion and a dominant world number one. Looking ahead, Alcaraz now prepares for a challenging semi-final encounter against Italy's Lorenzo Musetti. Musetti himself advanced after a hard-fought four-set victory over France's Tiafoe. Alcaraz holds a commanding 5-1 lead in their head-to-head record, but he will take nothing for granted as he focuses on the next challenge in his quest to defend his French Open crown.